Hello, everybody. Welcome, my lovelies, to my Love Island USA cast assessment. Yes, that is right. Love Island USA season 5 starts tomorrow. Thank the Lord for that. And yeah, we're just going to go through the cast. We're going to discuss a little bit of what we think we'll be seeing for the season. And yeah, I'm excited to do this cast assessment. See where we're going to go for the season because, whoo, Love Island UK started off good. And season 5 for them was like supposedly their best season. So hopefully we have that to look forward to for Love Island USA. So yeah, let's begin. So really quickly, I'm Mika with Entertainment in Color. So if you are not subscribed to me, make sure you subscribe because as of tomorrow, I will be going live every night. Yes, every night. I did a poll on both my Twitter and my Instagram that I would go live every night just to discuss Love Island. So, yeah, I will absolutely be doing a quick chit chat every night at 10:15 after the show just to discuss what we thought about the episode. And I should be going live, maybe possibly weekly, with Chantel from Reality Realness with three S's to do some weekly recaps, maybe weekly wrap ups of how we think the season's going, and that kind of stuff. So if you're here, welcome. If you're new, welcome. And so let's get started. So first up, the cast. I went through the cast list. I went through all their little videos, their photos. I have all their Instagram pages for you guys. I put in some pertinent information that I think kind of would be helpful for us going into the season. That being said, why? Love Island, for the love of God. Why are always all the guys younger than the women? Can we get some older men on this like show for especially the US? Like it's ridiculous. Do older guys not want to do this show? Like I get it if they don't, but please, for the love of God, can you figure out something? Um so yeah, like we need to figure that out because I'm not liking the age disparities in this cast. Hi, Nala. I think it is '07. I probably will not stream the episodes. The last time my channel kind of got dinged, I will see if I do. I do have another channel that I stream on Twitch, and I'll see if there's another way that I could stream the actual episodes. But I can't promise you because not all the episodes I will be watching absolutely live. So if I do, please follow me on Instagram and Twitter, maybe Threads if you're on Threads. I will kind of make a quick announcement if I do go live with the episode. Okay, so let me do this presentation. Share screen. Share screen. No. So, first up, we have Anna. Um, so, first up, we have Anna. Anna is supposedly on her bio. It says she's from Boca Raton, Florida. But in her video, she says that she is from St. Bart's in the Caribbean. So, very confusing. Not sure. We're going to find there's actually a lot of that kind of disparity on where these people are from. So, I don't know if it's where they're currently living or where they are born, but that is right now what we have information about her location. And I do like to present the location of where these people are because realistically, if you get into an actual relationship on this show, if you're living in St. Bart's and your person is living in Madison, what was it, Wisconsin or whatever it is, are you guys gonna make it? It's just a question. It's a question that we need to keep in mind. So she, Anna, is 23. She is a Gemini. Um, she is studying, or she wants to be a private investigator. According to her, she always investigates all her new men and her boyfriends. Um, and she feels like she's a girl's girl. She loves a short king, so all the short guys that come on the show, they have someone they can grab for it, so that's good. Um, she knows she's uh, getting married after this. That is a big red flag. But she does say that she knows she's a walking red flag. So at least she knows that, because coming on this show thinking that you are going to get married is the biggest red flag, because statistically, even coming out in a relationship on this show is probably the hardest thing you can actually have done. So we know that currently I think there's only four couples that are still together across the Love Island USA seasons. So that's Shannon and Josh, Kira and Will, and Sydney and I forget his name. And I don't even know. Is there another couple? That's it. That might be it. So thinking you're going to come on the show and automatically find your husband, not gonna happen. So Anna, I worry for her. She might be our Mackenzie of the season, because she's going full force. She's going all in on this show, and she says she's known to frequently and quickly fall in love. And her tagline, so each of them got a tagline this season, uh, that they have on their that they put out on the Twitter accounts when they posted them. So hers was, "I'm a little awkward but sexy." So that is Anna. Very pretty. I love her bathing suit. So we're gonna see how Anna does. I do worry for her. Next up is Destiny. She is 26. Research has her sun sign as a Capricorn, and she is from Fluorescent, Missouri. She says she's like a box of chocolates. She wants to be, or she is currently a scientist. She is fiery. She feels like she has to be that way because she's in a male dominated field. Um, her type is greedy, which she says is brains and beauty. Um, she loves a bad boy. She put sugar in her ex's gas tank because he ignored her calls. Not because he cheated on her, because he ignored her calls. So let's hope that she's grown from that and she's not going to do that going forward. Um, but she says her tagline is, I'm very smart, but I'm stupid sexy. So that is Destiny. Um, I think she is very pretty, very petite. Um, I'm not sure who she could couple up with. I do have who I think would probably be best for her, but I'm not sure if either of them would like each other. So we're gonna see when we get to that part. But um, she seems like she's borderline nuts, which on this show, I think you have to sometimes be borderline nuts to come on this show. So that tracks. Next, we have Cassie, and she is also a Capricorn. She's 22, and she is from Fort Worth, Texas. And a ooh, she is a real estate student who works with her mother. Um, who is her BF. She said sometimes they tell each other way too much. Um, she claims to be the sex therapist of her friends. She got a tattoo on her bottom lip for a bad boy's attention. She's only been single for a few months. She's looking for someone trustworthy and affectionate, and she describes herself as a country sassy Latin girl. She is someone who falls in love easily, but always chooses the wrong guys. And her tagline is, I'm romantic, but I'm a freak. So, listen, age wise, I think for the majority of this villa, she's in a good age because most of the men are 23 and less. So I think she will have a good chance of finding someone, at least for an initial coupling, that something could spark. Um, and I think what she's looking for is pretty realistic. Um, so hopefully she'll find her match in this villa as an OG, but we will see. Next up is Jasmine. Her age is 24. She lives in Nashville, Tennessee, and her sun sign is Leo. She is a trauma nurse, which a trauma nurse that's a heavy field to be in. Um, so I mean that means she has a lot of life experience. She says she used to be boring. Her last relationship, she was in a shell, but now she broke up with that person and she knows what she wants out of a man. She knows what she needs, and she needs a man who knows what they want and knows how to treat a woman. And she's like, she's that bitch and wants a freak in the sheets and prefers a man with dark hair and tattoos. And I will say, I'm glad she's coming in with that energy. I really do hope, because this show tends to break down women um, who come in with that energy, and I hope she has the longevity to keep that, because that is what is going to find her person. And as long as she realizes she's the prize, she will absolutely find somebody to stay coupled up with, to couple up with. Next up is Vicala KK, is her name, from Palestine, Texas. She is a Libra and she is 24 years old. She's also a nurse. She is a travel nurse. Um, she says that she uses crystals and a psychic to manifest her man, but it hasn't worked. Her type is tall, handsome, athletic. She goes for the players though, and she's looking for husbands that are basically her type, that she wants somebody who is coming on Love Island to actually find something stable. She has adjusted her dating profile location to hundreds of miles away for a better selection of men. She's willing to drive over 4 hours just for a date. And her tagline is, I'm sweet but sassy. Oh, I don't know if I read Jasmine's tagline. Her tagline was, I'm a healer but a heartbreaker. With KK, she is feels like very, I would say, kind of maybe a little bit different. So she might be bringing a different energy to the villa. Uh, that hopefully, I think her personality will actually bring out other people in the villa. So I'm excited to see what she does in the villa. So that's it for the girls. Next up are the boys, and we have Leonardo, who is a 21-year-old salesman from West Hartford, Connecticut. He is a Libra. He says that he can speak Spanish as he's Dominican, and he's looking for a partner, but he hasn't found the right person. His mother doesn't want to meet his sneaky links, which is mostly what he's had, but he feels he's a self-professed lover boy, and he believes he's only single because he sees a red flag from a mile away. And that could be taken two ways, because if you see a red flag everywhere, that could be an issue. But if you're seeing actual red flags, that makes sense. Um, and his tagline is, I'm a flirt, but I'm looking for the right one. Next up, we have Marco, who is 22, and he is a Scorpio. He is from Boca Raton, Florida, but according to his video, he's from Youngstown, Ohio. Um, so I don't know if they're pulling where people are going to school or where they were born or what, because it, it's been it's just been some disparities. I think he's not the only one in the boys. There's a few more coming. So he's studying to be a chiropractor. He wants somebody he could grow with. He's 6'3", solid steel, and sex appeal. He has a 72 body count, but doesn't remember the names, just the locations. He says that his mom was sick, so that was his priority of not getting into a relationship or developing a relationship with any of these women. Um, but he loves women. He likes to make them laugh, and he gets a mani pedi once a month, which is good. Grooming habits are a good thing. So that's good for a 22-year-old to actually have some good grooming habits. I like it. I don't hate it. I'm a ladies' man, but I call it confidence. So that's Marco. Next up, we have Karsten, who is uh, going by Bergie. So we'll see if that actually goes anywhere. That I will say that tagline, um, but or that nickname. But yeah, so he'll be going by Burgie. His Instagram name is Burgelicious, which is hilarious. Um, so he is a 23-year-old Dairy Queen general manager. Um, he we could not nobody could find his sun sign, so we're not sure. But he's from Madison, South Dakota, um, and he said not a lot of women live in this area. So he's a Ken looking for his Margot Robbie. So if you don't know, Margot Robbie is playing. I don't know where you could be because Margot Robbie is playing Barbie on the Barbie movie that comes out July 21st. Um, he says he likes tall girls with light eyes. His mom passed away when he was 4, and his grandmother presented him with letters that she wrote, uh, and he took that as inspiration to write letters to his future wife. Says he's looking for someone ready to love. His longest relationship is was in college, and it lasted 10 months. He is 23, so he's not that far out of college. So that tracks. His tagline is, "I may be single, but I'm a hopeless romantic." Next up, we have Victor, who is from Spain but currently living in Atlanta, Georgia. He is 28 years old and he is a Leo. He is currently a student and wrestler. He likes to read romance novels and he loves Disney movies, but he doesn't want that out in the open. His love language is attention. Hello, Leo. um, his personality is, he says personality is most important to him, but he loves a confident woman, but he's looking for his fairy tale princess. His celebrity crush is Emma Watson. And he says, I love dad jokes, but I'll make you laugh. So that's Victor. And then last up, we have Keenan, who is, according to his bio, from Atlanta, Georgia, but according to his video, he's from Washington, D.C. I don't know if it's because he's taking where he's going to college, because he is a journalism major at Morehouse. Um, he says he needs someone with substance. He wants someone to connect with, and he feels like he can't be rated as a partner. He was a player, but feels like he's a pleaser. It turns him on to turn a woman on. He once called out a girl for catfishing him, and he says, I'm hilarious, but I am not a joke. So we have the cast. Um, I'm going to say it's going to be very, very like quick on who I think will couple up based on some of these matches. Um, Now, I think with Kayla, KK, sorry, uh, she is one of the oldest in the villa, and um, same thing with Destiny. So I'm not sure if these younger two men are going to be the ones that they're going to go for, but it's possible. Let's see. Destiny, I believe, is 26, and KK is 24. So Keenan is 23. So I think I could definitely see Keenan and KK maybe going for each other. Um, Possibly. They both are very good looking. Um, I think he might be too young for Destiny. So I could see her maybe going for Victor, but I'm not sure. Again, it kind of comes down to, does Victor date black women? Because his type is Emma Watson. I don't necessarily see an Emma Watson type in the villa, so I'm going to kind of go with that. Now, the other two girls, Casey and Jasmine, I think are both younger. Um, Jasmine is 20, no, Casey's 22, and Jasmine is 24. So, again, Jasmine could also go for, ooh, uh, Keenan, but I think Bergie and Anna would do well together. Um, she's 23, he's 23. She's looking for marriage. He seems like he's looking for a wife. So I think they would actually do really well together. Let me see. We're not sure of his sun sign. So until we go that, I can't make a definitive match, but I think based on what they're both looking for, she says she likes short kings. Maybe he's short. He says he likes tall girls, so maybe she's tall enough. And I think they would be two good matches on these OG matches. Marco, I think, would do well with uh, Casey, and I think Leonardo would do well with Jasmine. I think, but again, he's 21 and she's 24. So I'm not sure. Both of them are pretty young because Marco is 22, and I don't, I don't know. Depend on how younger these two are looking to date. But Marco's studying to be a chiropractor. That's a great profession. And Leonardo's currently a salesman, so he's not in school, but he does speak Spanish. And ooh, Jasmine, I'm sorry, Casey describes herself as a country sassy Latin girl. So I think it's possible that, they could find, I think, out of those four people, maybe a match. But again, why are these men so much younger than these women? I don't understand it, because some of them aren't even out of school at this point, and these women are, um, while Casey's a student, and I think we don't really know if Anna's a student. She just says she wants to be a PI, and yeah, like KK is already a nurse. Jasmine is already a nurse. So it's like, Destiny's already a scientist. Like, we have women in careers. Why are they entertaining men on the come up? It's disappointing. It's disappointing. So, and you never know. Their person might not be in the villa, but you want people to come in and have really good connections, so that when bombshells come in, they mess them up. So, yeah, so that's who I'm thinking is coupling up currently. We'll see tomorrow. So these are the Love Island pages, Instagram pages. So let's see. Gonna go with, let's see. So for first up, we have, let's go with Anna. And Anna has a lot of followers. Um, like, it's actually, and she's already verified. So, let me see if I can enlarge that. Yeah, she has a lot of followers. It's 51,000 followers currently. And again, it says she's in St. Bart's. So if we look at her Instagram, it's, I'm trying to blow this up. We see she's a lot of uh, bikini pics. She's a lot of tropical settings. So I do think she's currently living in St. Bart's. Um, but I mean, it also could be Boca, but everything is tagged St. Bart's. So not sure why they said she was in Boca Raton. Um, but yeah, so she is definitely has a large following. Although we have had larger followings in Love Island USA. I think it was that Caitlyn had come in with like 1 million or 2 million followers. So and it does have a lot of followers. Next up is Destiny. And I will put all of these on my Instagram and probably my Twitter so that you have if you're not already following them, you can follow them. But I'll put that graphic up there for anybody who wants to follow them. So let's see. So Destiny she's coming in right about now with 7,000 followers. Um, the Love Island had only shared them about a week ago, so still a lower amount of followers. She says she's a scientist, so that tracks. And her photos are pretty normal. She travels. She probably makes good money as a scientist. So, and I love her photos. I don't think her Love Island photo has done her justice, like at all. She's a gorgeous woman. So, let's see who's next. We have Casey. Oh, and her name is Cassandra. So that's good to know. Um, so Casey, again, I, I think her photo is nice, but you know, maybe she's wearing more makeup. Well, not here. Some of these she looks a little natural. Like this is a cute picture. She has like a lot of normal pictures. She only has 3,000 followers. Um, I let me see what's her tagged photos. Oh, it's mostly people tagging Love Island stuff. Okay. But I think she's a pretty girl. So um, I like to see their normal photos outside of the Love Island photographers because they be screwing up their their photos so badly. Um, Next up is Jasmine. Let's see. Jasmine from again Nashville, Tennessee, and yeah, cowboy chic is all her stuff. A lot of bikini pics. She only has 2,000 followers. Um, Very cute girl. Like, look at this. So just effortlessly beautiful. Like, these are some really nice photos. Again, I just don't feel like her Love Island photo is doing her any sort of justice. Oh, that sucks. Um, Very, very, very beautiful girl. Uh, they gotta find better photographers because this is crazy. Um, and lastly, on the girls is KK. Hold on, it's loading. And her Instagram name is K Kalor. Um, and only a couple of them mentioned that they're off to the Love Island Villa. I'm wondering if this year they're going to make it so that you can't post on your Love Island USA. During Love Island USA, you can't post on your IG. So we know that in the UK, they enacted a rule where you are not allowed to post on your social media. So it's kind of looking like that's possible, unless it's that the people who have done this have just decided they're not going to have anybody run their page while they're on the show. Um, so we'll see what happens. She's got 5,735 in followers. Actually, she has a highlight, so a story. So maybe, oh, yeah, somebody shared this. So somebody's definitely running her page, so that's good. Um, and, ooh, sorry, there we go. Um, so her photos are pretty, like, again, gorgeous girl. I I love her photos. Meet the Muse, like that's so pretty. And I love the little switch up on the hairdo. Yeah, so I'm excited to see what she brings to the villa. Um, is there a guy there for her? We don't know. So now let's look at the guys. So first up is Leonardo. I like his icon pic, his PFP. And it says he's off to Fiji. So if you do not know, Love Island this year will be recorded. So we know season one was in Fiji, I believe. Season two was in Vegas. Season three was in Hawaii. Season four was in California. And they had mostly been doing the states due to COVID because it was very hard to get out of the states with all the COVID rules. Now they are back to Fiji, to the Love Island Villa in Fiji. Now, I personally do not like that villa. It is very small. Unless they redid it, hopefully they did. I'm not looking forward to the size of the villa. Um, Very cute man. Let's see. I think I like his photos here. I think they did a pretty good job with his photos and his photography for Love Island. But oh, very handsome. So let's see. Next up is Marco, and this is cute. He has them spelling out Marco. He has 117K followers. He also is verified. I noticed. So there are only a couple of them already verified with a high following. So says to me he probably does a lot of, yeah, he's a fashionable content maker and model. So not only a chiropractor, he's also doing a lot of print work and stuff like that. So like this is a really nice photo of him. Actually, that's probably my favorite photo so far that I've seen of him. The curly hair doesn't do him justice. The look at this actually. Yeah, that one. I the hair out the face is much better. And doesn't say where he is, but look, he used to play football. Okay, so all right, so I mean, hey, Marco might be a catch. He's obviously making some money um, on his print work. I'm sure he's got 117 followers, so that means he's probably making good content money. I can't hate on it. I have no problem with anybody going to get their bag. So next up is Burgie Karsten Burgelicious. Burston, Burgess, something like that. And he has he only has 964 followers. Now I'm going to say this about Burgie. I actually love that they casted him. While for other people it's like, oh, he's not like hot enough. Yeah, but I like them casting regular people because that means that he might be coming to find love. And that's what I want. I want to see somebody genuinely trying to find love in this villa. And to be fair, he doesn't have a bad body type. And he's not maybe the sexiest man alive, but he's very handsome, pretty cute. So I do hope that he finds somebody because it generally kind of sounds like maybe he's just looking for love because he doesn't have a lot of followers, so it's possible that that's the reason he came on the show. And you love to see it. I would prefer that. Next up is our Jason Momoa double Victor. And he is another one who is already verified. He has 18,000 followers. Um, he is your book boyfriend, athlete, and adventurer. So they probably have used him as like the cover of books. And he says he likes romance novels. Maybe that's why he was reading them because he's probably been on the cover of some. He does a really in his video. He did a really good impression of Jason Momoa. To be fair, so um, wow, he walks with lions. This one. He did photography for someone in some war paint. This is pretty cute. Listen, he's the oldest man in the villa. I can't hate on him. I'm like, listen, we need it. Send in more older men. This is so cute. Look at him. He's an uncle. I love it. So let's hope he finds his woman. All right. So last up is Keenan, and he has 39.1 thousand followers. But it looks like he is a yeah, he plays football for Morehouse. So and Morehouse is in DC, so that might be why we're getting location disparities. But mostly football in here, not a lot of photography stuff, but that would probably be why he's not verified, but he's also um, has a high follower count. Um, let's see, as a hashtag. I'm not sure. Um, oh, here it is. Oh, he must be. Maybe he has some athletic sponsorships as well. Um, so I mean, he looks pretty much like his photo. Not bad. Regular photos, like I said, doesn't look like he's doing too much print work, so that's good too. Um, so that is it. That's for the cast. So we do know that coming back will be Sarah Hyland as our host. She did okay last season. I personally still miss Ariel. She was my favorite host. And then we do have Ian Sterling from the UK who will be doing our voiceovers. He's still also not my favorite. I do prefer Matthew Hoffman, but it is what it is. They're trying to streamline the brands. They want us to get more viewership from the UK and international, and that is the voice that people know. Wonderful, great. It is what it is. They're also bringing in Mora from season 5 to do some social media pushes. Not my preference in person who I would put on social media to do it, because she has a little bit of issues with people of color and black people, and so, but people love her. Again, it's to streamline the brand, to bring more UK followers, to get more eyes on this season. I think this might be the last season it was renewed for on Peacock, so we will see how well this season does, what it means for the future of this season. But again, we will be in Tahiti, tropical location. Um, that's not bad. I just don't prefer that actual villa. So, just in case people don't know, there are standard villas in certain countries. There's one in South Africa, there's one in Majorca, Spain, there is one in Tahiti, and then they had been leasing a few for Love Island, USA. I don't know if they kept most of them, and so I'm. It's not. Oh, and I think there might be a couple in Australia for the Australian version. So we will see how that works out. We will see if any of these OGs are our winner this season. Last season, we did have two OGs win the season. Prior to that, same thing. Prior to that, it was an OG and a bombshell. And prior to that was two OGs. So we will see how this pushes the USA version in our winners, whether we get a really good season with all this hoopla that they're trying to push into the show, and whether or not they're going to give us some standards from the UK to also streamline it, or whether they're going to leave Love Island USA as Love Island USA that we've known it. I do prefer that they be as light with it, because I don't prefer some things that happen in the production of the UK version, but I do like what we bring to the USA. But I will say that I've liked the editing last season then the editing season 3, but that also might be just the amount of episodes and the types of episodes that they did on Paramount and CBS at the end of the day, because they were trying to cut the order and move stuff partially streaming and then partially live, so it kind of messed up. Because I did think that Love Island USA season 2 was probably the best overall, editing everything, and the production was really good. So we will see if we get that magic back with season 5, and if it will push us forward to another 5 seasons like the UK. UK is on season 10, but they do have a winter version and a summer version. I prefer that they do not put a winter version in USA. So we will not get that. But that is it for today. Again, guys, follow me everywhere. I'm on Twitch, I'm on Instagram, I'm on Threads, I'm on Twitter, I'm on Spill, I'm on Instagram. Oh, I said that right. I'm on TikTok. I'm everywhere. It's at Entertainment in Color. Follow me. I will again put this information about the Instagram tags for each contestant on my social media. And then I will be watching the show tomorrow at 9 p.m. on Peacock. I will let you guys know if I do stream the show. I'm at this point doubting it. But I will be here at 10:15 to recap the show after the stream is over. So if you want, come join me and come to chat about what you think of the premiere episode. Um, Thank you all for joining me, and I will see you hopefully tomorrow